Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Classic Podcast. Joining me once again are my two friends, Brandon and Luis.
Attempt number 3.
Yes, but we're back to the crappy
Yep.
format.
We apologize.
Damn
We're
you.
probably not going to get the live back for quite a while because it was just horrendous.
Guys, we tried twice with this, and now all you're seeing is a thumbnail of Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and the Batman V.Superman logo. God damn it. Which is a shame. I wanted the live format to be like the... I really like the live format.
I know.
I feel like you can get more engaged more. But anyway.
But it just wasn't working.
Oh well, we'll try next week or whenever. Actually, wait.
You know what? Later when you guys are available, we should try. Like, you should try recording us, but we should just like not a real podcast. You're just recording test footage and stuff, and we should just all chat.
Right? Yeah, that'd be a smart idea. Okay. Without further ado, let's get this started. So today we're gonna review Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. So let's just get it out of the way because we already talked about this thing fucking twice, but who knows? Let's go again. Brandon, give us our Supergirl summary.
All right, the second to last episode, Murad. The Murad effect has taken over National City, and even Superman is under control, leaving Kara, Kat, and Maxwell as the only ones immune. Now Kara must find a way to stop On, but Maxwell is looking to destroy Kryptonians with a bomb at the risk of killing humans over Kat's objections, prompting Kara to find an alternative. The effect brings fugitives Alex, John back, but not before Alex telling Eliza the truth about what really happened to Jeremiah, but leave out the part about Jeremiah being alive. When Indigo senses the two are returning, she defeats John, but takes Alex and places her under mind control as Nod's payback for Ashley's death. Hang on.
What's going on? Luis.
Yeah.
Brandon's not here, so I guess we should talk about other stuff.
Look at the boo.
Look at the boo.
That
Live.
Doctor Strange trailer was cool.
Dude, I am so stoked for Doctor Strange. Like, holy crap. Like, Captain America Civil War, I guess, is the best MCU film ever made, from what I'm hearing. And we get the Doctor Strange this year. Fuck yeah. But anyways,
I'm back.
alright. We were just
I forgot
talking
to
about...
put my sign up.
Yeah, we were just talking about Doctor Strange and how awesome that trailer was. But anyway, continue, Brandon.
Huh? I just came back.
I know. I said please continue with the Supergirl summary.
That was it.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was longer for some reason on the other takes, but whatever.
Oh.
Okay. So what did we think of this episode? Or let's talk about more about Doctor Strange. No, just kidding. So, what did we all think of this episode? We weren't really that talkative last time because we were having audio problems, but now we're fine, so...
It was a really good episode.
Yeah,
I
I super enjoyed it. Once again, we go more for story over action, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, yeah, I will agree it was a bit slow at times, but for the most part, I super enjoyed it. I mean, not much to complain about. I mean, okay, so that me and Brandon, we really liked it. What did you think of it, Luis?
It was a good episode.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the romance between Kat and
Yeah.
Maxwell.
Yeah,
that
came
wasn't
out of
really
nowhere.
necessary.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. I mean, like, I think they sort of hinted that the two were a thing, like, really early in the season, but, like, you think I'm gonna remember that? I mean, I'm just really glad we got Maxwell Lord back, because I missed that guy, to be honest. I was like, Maxwell Lord needs to come back. So, yeah, I mean, super enjoyed it. Another thing I really like is, okay, I think we should talk about. So we finally figured out what Project Myriad is, and we found out that it's mind control on humans. So what did you guys think of that? Were you kind of disappointed with Project Myriad, or?
Not really.
I mean,
That's good.
that's fine. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel like mind control, like, I don't really know what my expectations were for Project Myriad, to be honest. I kind of thought, like, nah, it'd be too expensive if they did it my way, so probably couldn't do it. I was gonna say, like, Project Myriad was sending off, was like lifting the city of National City out of the ground and like forming a dome around it, trying to form New Krypton. But I'm like, no, wait, that's that's probably too expensive for a show. So, damn you, budget. But anyway, yeah, overall, I'm fine with Project Myriad. Another thing that I kind of liked, I was like, okay, did this bother you guys that Superman was affected by Project Myriad, but not Supergirl?
Yeah.
That bothered the crap out of me.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, like, I know Maxwell Lord was like, well, nature versus nurture, he considers himself a human. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, but Kara's been on Earth for years now, too, so wouldn't that affect her using that logic?
Well, see, Clark has been on his Earth for like, what, 30-something years?
But Supergirl has been around there for a really long time as well.
Not really. She was 12. She was like, what, 14 years? Or 16 years.
But my complaint still stands that Supergirl has been on Earth for a long time as well. Yes, not as long as Superman, but it's still a plot hole. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah.
So, and plus, Kara considers herself human. So, what the hell? Personally, okay, I heard there was a rumor going around that Superman might die in the season finale. I'm like, one, what would your guys' reaction to that be? I'd be like, one, I wouldn't really care because we haven't seen Superman in this show, so...
Do they really need to kill him off in this universe too?
Yes. Okay, I would be fine with this because, one, we're never going to see him anyway. So if they killed him, like, off-screen, I'd be fine with that. Because then we can stop asking ourselves, where's Superman to help his cousin? Or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah, overall, I don't know. I'm kind of fine with that. I mean, I think we discussed this, is that I personally think, in terms of personal death, I think Martian Manhunter is the odd man out, because I just don't see what they're going to do with him after this season. You guys there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're here.
What do you guys think about what I said about Martian Manhunter being the odd man out?
I liked him.
I did too, man, but I mean,
But we don't need another Felicity around.
And what we mean by that is we don't need another character that's only around because of fan demand. If you really don't know what else to do with them, just write them off. I mean, I just don't see what they can...
I mean, Felicity just should have died right there when those gunshots with the ghosts. She should have just died.
She should have died.
Yes, I don't understand. Laurel gets stabbed in a fucking place where a lot of people could easily survive, but Felicity gets shot and a limo turns over while she's bleeding and she only gets a wheelchair. Fucking Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of bullshit. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I overall think this episode was really good. One thing I didn't bring up our last two takes was, what did you guys think of the side story about Martian Manhunter, Alex's mom, and her? What did you think of that?
That was a good episode. I mean, oh my bad, that was a good time.
That was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
Yeah, they had back-to-back. Didn't you know that? So, yeah, I overall...
I liked how Martian Manhunter turned from kid to himself.
Dude, I thought that was hilarious, because, like, I kind of saw, unfortunately, someone keeps liking those set photos on Facebook, so I keep seeing them. You know who you are, Luis. And so I saw the whole Alex with a blonde wig, and I just went, wow, that's pretty funny. And when I saw the kid, I was like, oh, that's right, Martian Manhunter can shapeshift. That's awesome. So I thought that was hilarious. I loved it. And I'm super interested in this finding Jeremiah in the next season. That's another reason why I think Martian Manhunter is the odd man out, is because it's not really his story to tell, to be honest. I mean, yes, he was his friend and everything for that one episode, but, like, in general, that's not his story to tell, in my opinion. So I definitely think he's the odd man out. I mean, first of all, can I just say I am tired of death and TV shows being like, that's the only way we can do something shocking. I mean, like, is anyone else tired of that? I'm super tired of it.
I mean, they could have done it with Roy. He left.
Yeah.
My point being is that,
Have him
like,
fake his death.
I think, and a lot of people are, we're talking about Arrow again, but okay, but, a lot of people think Laurel is faking, and I won't be surprised if after seeing the reception they go, Katie Cassidy, please come back! I won't be surprised at all. But anyway, back to Supergirl, guys. So, I'm kind of sad that it's gonna be over after. I mean, we're gonna get to season 2, but like in general, I'm just kind of sad the season's over for the most
Kind
part.
of shocked it didn't go all the way to 23 episodes.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what the hell? I mean, I'm just super disappointed, but because I've been enjoying this show quite a bit. So ever since it came back from that break, so I don't remember which one. I think it was the holiday.
It was Christmas.
It was a Christmas one? Okay. So, yeah, just I kind of wish we had a little bit more of it. I mean, 3 more episodes at least, but maybe they just ran out of ideas and like, let's end the season now while we can before we try to stretch out the storyline for too long. So I can maybe respect them for that. Also, another thing that kind of bothered me is that Indigo was back.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we
did she? Yeah, I thought she died.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? I know she's a computer program, but what the hell?
Where did her virus go?
Yeah, where did well, like I said, I really hated that plot point. Like, oh, a human virus destroyed a Kryptonian program. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, maybe, I don't know, maybe they were like, that was a stupid plot point. She should come back. So, I mean, yeah, overall, just, I don't know, that kind of bothered me as well. General Non, I don't think he's that interesting of a villain, to be honest. I still don't think he is. I mean, but whatever. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Non is improved for you, or are you kind of like the same boat?
I still kind of want Astra.
Well, that's not happening for sure.
I know.
I know she's dead.
Yeah, she's totally dead. What if Supergirl goes back in time, flies back in time? But anyway.
Yeah, then out of nowhere, a time wraith follows her.
Oh no! Wait, it only affects speedsters. You're wrong, Luis. So, but anyway, yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Maxwell Lord was entertainment once again. I liked the moral compass. My favorite scene was Cat Grant talking to Supergirl about hope and how the super people represent hope. And I'm like, wow, Zack Snyder, you need to watch this episode because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I overall super enjoyed this episode. I give it a B+. I enjoyed it. It was a bit slow at times, and I'm not going to lie, I agree with you. The whole Maxwell Lord thing with Cat Grant doesn't really make much sense, and it's probably not even going to go anywhere next season. So, overall, but everything else, I enjoyed it, and a good story, good meaning. I enjoyed the subplot between Alex and Martian Manhunter, and I'm super excited for the season finale, even though I'm kind of sad it's going to be over. So, what do you guys think?
I'd agree.
I think
Character of the week for me is Maxwell Lord as well, and I give it a B+.
All right. What about you, Luis?
I think you forgot one thing, Sean, where Kara visited the Fortress of Solitude again.
How did I forget that? That wasn't in the summary. All it said was that Superman was... Luis, I don't really care about that scene because all it was that she went to the Fortress of Solitude and said, hey, where's Superman to help me out? And he's like... And then that robot was like, oh, no, he's out of world. And then he found out that he is in world. And then he gets possessed by Project Myriad. That brings up my plot point. So... Or plot hole. So I don't really care about that scene. It was kind of worthless. But anyway. Anyway, what did you think, Luis, of this episode?
Well, as I said from the last 2 other times, Maxwell Lord, B+, because Maxwell Lord is, again, a better Lex Luthor.
Than Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. All right, and Luis, it's not our fault you have to repeat again. The audience didn't hear that, so...
This is the audience's first time in hearing us for real.
Yeah, so don't get mad that you have to say it 3 times. Brandon had to read the plot summary 3 times.
Yeah.
And he took it like a champ. Because Lord knows I would have been complaining. But anyway, all right, thank you guys. All right, moving on to Legends of Tomorrow. So,
Alrighty, we've got the Magnificent Eight.
by the way, before you continue, Brandon, I think that's a reference to the Quentin Tarantino film, The Hateful Eight, that came out this year. Because it's a Western, and it says 8, so Magnificent 8. Yeah, I think that was a reference to Quentin Tarantino. So anyway, continue.
Directed by Thor.
Wow. Didn't know Asgardians love their Westerns.
The team travels to Salvation, Dakota in 1871 to hide out from the hunters. While Rip decides the next move, the rest of the team goes into town. After getting to the bar fight, the team meets Jonah Hex, who knows they are time travelers and who once fought alongside Rip in years past. Kendra gets flashbacks of one of her previous lives and goes to investigate it, while Ray and the rest of the team head back to town to defend it against the Stillwater gang. Kendra and Sarah follow her visions to an old woman who turns out to be the Kendra from that time period. The woman tells Kendra about losing her own Carter Hannibal Hawks, and warns her not to love a different man, as it will always end in tragedy. The team goes after the Stillwater gang and captures their leader Jeb, but Jackson is apprehended as they escape. The team sets up a quick draw duel between Rip and Jeb to barter for Jackson's life. Rip wins, but the hunters arrive before the team can leave. They defeat the hunters, but not before they learn that the Time Masters have sent the Pilgrims to erase each of them from the timeline by killing their younger selves.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. So what did we think of this episode? I mean, pretty interesting. Luis, try to prevent breathing into your microphone as much as possible. Seriously, stop. Seriously, stop. That's bad audio. Brandon, that's bad audio. Stop. What if someone's listening to this with headphones?
And I actually have headphones, so headphones. So.
No, listening to this podcast with the headphones after this is uploaded.
Yeah.
So don't do that. That hurts their ears. But anyway, what did we think of this episode?
I'd give the episode was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I think it was pretty good.
Kinda
filler.
Yeah, I was about to say this kind of fit. Okay,
but that's why there's 3 more episodes.
You know what? I feel like this episode was to set up Jonah Hex for Legends of Tomorrow season 2. Because is it just me, or am I the only one that really felt like he's gonna be in Legends season 2 as a season regular? Because remember, when he was saying goodbye to Rip, he's like, maybe we'll meet again one day, old friend. So I'm like, yep, Legends Season 2. I think Jonah Hex is going to be a member of that team. So
now we have 2 predicted members.
We have Hartley Rathaway as Pied Piper, and we have Jonah Hex. And we'll give our predictions or who we want for Season 2 after this review. So anyway, since we're on topic of that. But anyway, yeah, this episode was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of disappointed we didn't get any Back to the Future 3 references. But I don't really like that movie as much as the other 2, so that's fine. Overall, kind of go over the same points again. I mean, we go over Ray and Kendra's relationship, which, to be honest, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I really don't. Why do we have to keep digging into like relationship shit and stuff?
Do you know what network you're on?
True, yeah.
The CW always does this crap. So yeah, I agree, Brandon. I'm not feeling Kendra and Ray Palmer's relationship. It just came out of nowhere for me, to be honest.
It really does.
Like
She's supposed to be with Carter, and I don't think Carter's gonna be gone the whole time.
I think he is at this point. Just my prediction, but I could be totally wrong. But Yeah, I'm not digging this Kendra Ray relationship. It just came out of nowhere for me personally.
It
I
really
think
did.
they set it up for like one episode, and then after that, they're like, "What? Oh yeah, we're just gonna go with it." I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as Allicity for sure, but it's still kind of like, do we? I don't know. We don't really need it.
Yeah, we really don't.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's CW, so why am I not surprised? But anyway, back to what we were saying. Yeah, overall this episode was pretty enjoyable. What did you guys think of the setting? I enjoyed it.
I thought it was pretty cool. Yeah.
I love the old-fashioned bar fight.
Yeah, I loved that. I also liked Heatwave and Sarah getting in a drinking contest, and Heatwave gets knocked out.
Yeah.
That was funny. So I loved it. Also, the subplots of Professor Stein trying to use that medicine to heal that sick child was pretty cool. Who was actually the ancestor of Harrison Wells.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
H.G. Wells.
Yeah. So that is a reference to Harrison Wells, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I hope that's not like some real life famous person. I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
I can look it up for you really quick.
I guess.
Already done. H.G. Wells, known as English writer in many genres, including the novel, history, politics, and social commentary in textbooks and rules for war games.
Okay, thank God. So he is a real person. Okay. Wait a minute. But I don't know. They kind of gave me the impression that this was the ancestor of Harrison Wells.
Yeah, I honestly thought so too, because H.G. Wells, who else?
Who
When I
else?
just heard that name, I thought it was like, I was thinking Harrison Wells, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. So, oh well, whatever. So maybe it's a bit of both. I don't know. But anyway,
A lot of books.
what?
He wrote a lot of books.
Yeah, now that the more we say the name, the more I'm beginning to recognize the author's name. But okay, back to what we were saying. So yeah, I enjoyed that subplot. What did you guys think of the Stillwater gang with that subplot with them fighting off those guys?
I liked it. It was pretty cool.
I liked
Yeah.
it. It was kind of cool seeing Ray live his Western fantasy, being a sheriff and all that. That was pretty
Mr.
cool.
John Wayne.
My name's John Wayne. I loved that. And I thought that was awesome. And I just really enjoyed it. It was a fun episode. And I also, once again, they're expanding Rip Hunter's character where he got attached to the time period. And that's how he knows Jonah Hex. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And that was interesting. Because, I never thought about, if these people get attached to that time period, I never thought of that. Never occurred to me with, that kind of story. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I like that. And, just this is a good episode. I will agree, though, it was pretty filler. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So until the Time Masters or the Time Hunters, whatever they're called, showed up, I kind of thought this was a bit filler. And I think,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, guys. I like the show. In fact, I think we're one of the few groups that are actually rah-rahing the show for the most part. Because
Because this show gets a lot of hate for some reason.
yeah, why is this show getting so much fucking hate? I don't understand. I think people are I think the biggest complaint I've heard is that Vandal Savage isn't a good villain and that the story isn't that good. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I agree. The Vandal Savage isn't that good of a villain, and the story's been kind of weak, but the characters are so enjoyable. I can look past it, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
So I think this is a character-driven show, and if you're into that sort of thing like I am, and I think you guys are, then yeah, you'll probably, you'll be fine with it. So I do agree that next season I would like to have a more cohesive story, like I thought we were gonna get from the beginning. So,
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like there isn't much to say about this review. I overall super enjoyed it. I can't wait for next week's episode because we get to go back in time and stop that what's-her-face, the Pilgrim or something.
Yeah.
And
You get to see them pretty much all as kids.
yeah, that's gonna be weird. We already saw Heatwave as a kid at the end of the episode, so that'll be interesting to see. Technically we already saw Captain Cold as a child as well early in the season.
Last Refuge. That's the name.
Of the,
They have all the titles. They have all the episode names up.
well, if you want to share them. That's fine.
It's up to you. Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the next episode will be called Last Refuge. 13 will be called Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Leviathan, whatever. 14 will be called River of Time. 15 will be called Destiny, and 16 will be called Legendary.
It's legend. Wait for it. Dairy. But anyway. Yeah. Overall, I'm enjoying the show. My complaints: filler, Ray Palmer and Kendra's relationship. It's just coming out of nowhere, and it's kind of like we just don't really need a romance on this goddamn show. But CW and how they are, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. So. Overall, my character of the week, this is a very difficult one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, go for it, Brandon.
Okay, for me, I'm going to have to go with Rip Hunter again, because they're really expanding his character up a bunch. Because from the beginning of the season, I always just thought of him more as like a guy who just wants to save his family. But now we're really starting to learn more and more about him.
Yeah.
Who he is.
Yeah, Rip Hunter has been... I'm not going to lie, I always liked the performance from the actor, but I never really was that interested in Rip, but now I am. So I'm enjoying his story and his character a lot more as the season goes on. Especially last episode was really good. For sure. And yeah, Rip is turning out to be a really cool character, and I hope he's back next season. I don't want to go on an adventure with another Time Master but Rip Hunter, to be honest. So, what about you, Luis?
Think of this episode. This episode was pretty cool. Also liked how Kendra met her past self.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we forgot to review about. Yeah, I kind of dig that as well. I kind of thought we were gonna get this weird. I was kind of concerned when we saw a Hawkgirl flashback like we did last week, and I'm like, oh god, this thing's gonna make no sense. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool that we get to meet one of Hawkgirl's past lives. I super enjoyed that. It was an interesting perspective, and I don't know, I just really like that. So
yeah.
But all right, thanks for bringing that up, Luis. That was an interesting plot point that we kind of didn't talk about. But anyway, what did you? Who was your character?
I would say Rip.
Rip Hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
For the same reasons as Brandon, or something else, or
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be the different kind of person here. My character of the week, to be honest, is gonna be Professor Stein. I super enjoyed his subplot, probably the most out of all these characters. I liked the idea of him, kind of bending the rules of time to save a child's life. I enjoyed that subplot quite a bit. I'm gonna go with him. Professor Stein for me personally.
All right.
So, as for letter grading, I'm probably gonna give it the same as Supergirl, B+. I do feel that the filler is kind of strong with this one, and
Much, Sean.
Yeah, that was my reference. But anyway, point is that the filler, bit filler, but super entertaining episode. Again, not digging the Kendra-Ray relationship. It's not because I hate them together. I just wish it was we had more foreshadowing to it instead of getting it all at once like we are now. That's probably my only complaint is the filler, and I kind of wish we were kind of more streamlined at this point. But yeah, overall the subplots were good. The episode was a really fun one, and I enjoyed it. My letter grading is a B+. And I cannot wait for next week's episode.
I'm gonna agree with you, Sean. B+. This was like we said last week. Just because it's filler doesn't mean we can't enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed
it.
this. I love the setting.
It really was filler.
Yeah.
And
at this point in the game, we just want more streamlined stories.
Yeah.
So, Legends only has 3 left?
No.
4?
4. This was episode 11.
Oh, so
no.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 5.
We have 5 left. Yeah, at this point in the game, I'd rather have us have a more streamlined story near the end, but oh well. That's why it gets marked down. Like, overall, this was still a really fun episode, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah. What about you, Luis?
I think I'd give it a B plus as well.
For the same reasons?
I mean, yeah, the filler. I wish Vandal was in it, but you know.
Can we? Yeah. I told Brandon this on the last podcast. I kind of take back what I said about Vandal. He's not that interesting of a villain, to be honest. I mean, no backstory other than the Egyptian storyline. Other than that, like, honestly, his origin story for being a villain at this point is he's getting cock-blocked. That's basically his entire origin story. I'm a villain because I got cock-blocked. So, yeah, overall, Vandal... Yeah, when we review this season, unless they really step it up with him in the next few episodes, he's gonna be a flaw. I'm sorry. He just isn't that impressive. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, before we review that movie, we should talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, because I feel like now they're setting up Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, and I think we should review who we want as our team for next season. So what do you guys want?
First of all,
If you don't have
I think
one,
obviously it's gonna be the same team, but like new characters, you know, new
no,
like the new features.
no, they say they're gonna
no, I'd
change the
rather have
cast.
a new. They're gonna change the past.
No, the cast.
Oh, the cast.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather them change the cast and keep the same people.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, some of the same, like Rip Hunter, like stay,
Yeah, Rip Hunter needs to stay.
but I do want to see some other people. But the question is, who are they gonna get other than possibly Hartley Rathaway and
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say now this is not a prediction. This is what I want for Team Legends. So don't think this is a prediction. It's just this is just my wish list. My wish list is John Constantine. I also want Nyssa Al Ghul. I want Hartley Rathaway, Pied Piper, Jonah Hex. I'm gonna say I kind of want. I think I want Ray back. I want Ray to stay. To be honest,
I want Carter.
I think the Hawk people need to come back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put them because I kind of look. I say Ray and Kendra's relationship isn't that good. It isn't, but I would have preferred if we had discussed the whole Destiny thing more. If we had explored a bit more of Hawkman and Hawkgirl's relationship more, I would have appreciated that. So let's save that for next season. And okay, so I've got, and you know what? I'm gonna go kind of crazy here. I kind of want maybe Black Siren, Earth 2 Laurel Lance as for Legends. Because I dig the hell out of that, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with Earth 2 Laurel Lance, Black Siren, who will appear on the Flash. I don't think this upcoming.
No, I think next episode.
Next episode? Oh, okay.
I think.
I'm not sure.
I
You want me to check?
No, it's fine, Luis. But point.
No,
Yeah.
Louis check.
All right, if he wants to.
So I'm doing.
Yeah. Also, my kind of verdicts out there are, even though I've enjoyed Captain Cold and Heatwave, I kind of feel we don't need them next season.
Yeah, same.
I kind of want
I think
them to
they
go.
need to go back to Flash.
Yeah, because they're Flash villains. They should be on the Flash.
It's been kind of weird though, going back to villains when we got so like close to them.
No, I think they're anti-villains, to be honest. Where they're like, they'll help out the heroes, but for the most part, they're just crooks.
Uh-huh.
So, all right, so Black Siren.
Let's see. This versus Zoom is upcoming. April 26th is Back to Normal. That's not Black Siren. I think the third episode is Rupture. Let's see. Zoom arrives back on Earth 1 intent on taking over Central City. Burrs and Wells. I'm just trying to figure out this. Oh, I did not see that coming.
No spoiler.
Sorry. I don't think it's. I think it's. I don't know when.
We get her when we get her. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's my team. The only one I'm kind of debating coming back is Firestorm and Sarah.
I think Sarah should stay in Arrow.
I agree. But
Yeah, Sarah needs to come back and save
Knowing,
that.
I don't know, guys. Knowing Mark Guggenheim, he'll probably fuck her up too.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only concern. All right, so that's my team for Legends. What about you guys?
May 17th is when Black Siren will appear.
Okay, don't tell me any plot details, please.
Just episode 22.
Okay. All right, so who do you guys want? So what's your wish list for Legends?
Hartley, Rip,
Mm-hmm.
the Hawk people,
Yeah.
Jonah, Black Siren.
I want Nissa.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of Nissa too.
Yeah, I like that. Especially since the League is kind of gone. What are we going to do with her?
Mm-hmm.
So...
And why not Ray? Because I don't know what else he's gonna do on Arrow.
Yeah, what else is he going to do?
Now that Felicity is.
Am I the only one that liked Ray and Felicity?
No.
I thought they were much better. So... God, season 3 is an even bigger waste of time now. So, okay. All right. Is that your list, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
And who do you definitely not want to see return for season 2? Oh, do you not want John Constantine for season 2?
I would want him, but the likeliness of him coming.
Actually, I think they've confirmed he is going to be on the team.
He is?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yay.
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 Yay. But anyway, all right. Okay, now Brandon, who for sure do you not want to come back for Legends season 2?
The Rogues.
Yeah, I agree. Captain Cold and Heatwave need to go back to being criminals.
And even though I like Harrison Wells being back on the Flash, I kind of think Stein needs to return too. Well, actually, to be honest, I wouldn't mind Stein staying.
What about Jax? You need Firestorm.
Well, both. Both. I mean,
Okay.
no, they have to break up.
No, oh, well,
God
okay.
damn it, Sean.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean.
I know.
We cannot.
Well, you're gonna have to
Stein
find-
X Jax, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And Sarah's a maybe.
Nah, I think Sarah should return. In order to save Arrow, Sarah needs to return.
But they'll fuck her up.
They probably will.
So...
They'll just kill her again.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck?
Well, you're done with Legends, so you have to go. You have to die again.
No, Katie Lotz, don't go. But anyway, all right. Well, all right. Is that it for you, Brandon, for your
Yeah.
list? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Luis? What's your tomorrow's team wish list?
Pretty much the same thing as your list, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you agree with the whole no rogues?
Yeah.
Except
I think they should go back to the Flash.
Yeah, I agree. I've super enjoyed them on Legends, but they need to go back to being criminals. I'm sorry. So, yeah, the only rogue I want to see is Pied Piper. Everyone else, they can stay. What about your villain? I want Ra's al Ghul.
Keep in mind, Luis, these are different people who did control Ra's al Ghul in season 3.
Yeah, so they're not the same people.
I mean, to
Villains.
be honest, Ra's al Ghul in the last episode, or
That one
the
episode
the one episode
was much better in that one episode than all of season 3 of
Yeah.
Arrow. Honestly, they need to have that guy back because Ra's al Ghul's been around for centuries, so you can easily do that storyline. So, I don't know. I think, what they could do is that they could say, like, after messing up the timeline in that Legends episode with the League of Assassins episode, they could easily, like, say that as an excuse that somehow Ra's al Ghul discovered to time travel or something. I don't know, just something like that. Just fuck it, magic. But anyway, yeah, Ra's al Ghul season villain. Oh, that'd be so cool seeing Nissa fighting her dad.
Yeah.
I want to see that. All right, so okay, so that's it.
The question is,
What's up?
How would they beat him? Because he's already.
Well, I think for Nissa's sake, no. Like I said, they changed the timeline
Ah.
because of that one episode. That's just my story. But whatever. Maybe we could retcon Arrow
Hooray,
season 3.
Hooray! Season 3 is even more useless.
No, what if we just retcon it? That'd be awesome. Retcon all of season 3. Alright, moving on. Does anyone have anything else left to say?
No.
Alright. It's time. Batman v Superman. Brandon, I don't know if you have a plot summary. I'm pretty sure there's one on Wikipedia, though.
I could look one up, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it has a plus summary because it doesn't really have one.
It will, but it'll be like extremely long.
I believe in you, Brandon. Would it be? It's kind of a mess.
Movie plot summaries are like extremely long.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 paragraphs.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about we not do the plot and just review on what we like and what we didn't like?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll go first. Fuck this movie.
Exactly. It was not a
Best Batman ever.
for me.
Okay. Yes. Best Bat. Okay. Before we begin, I'm gonna give what my version. I'm gonna give what the plot that I remember. Okay. So that
Okay.
way. By the way, if you haven't seen the movie yet, spoiler alert. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Jump out now.
Drop out now. The movie's been out for a couple of weeks. If you wanted to see it by now, you probably would have seen it. You get the idea. Okay. So this film starts off really... Okay, first of all, we get to see the Batman origin story for, like, the 18th time. I'm not even joking. Okay, before I continue with my plot, like, do you guys know that the Batman origin story has been adapted over 18 times? Movies, TV shows, animated films, all that shit. 18 times.
Damn.
We do not, and again, they fucking showed it again. Does Warner Brothers think we're a bunch of idiots that because it's Ben Affleck, we're gonna all of a sudden not know the origin story? Come the fuck on. It's way worse than Spider-Man's. Sorry, it is. I know, Brandon, that riles you up, but fuck it.
Huh?
Fuck no.
What?
I thought because I know we mentioned Spider-Man's origin, and you said you got really upset with that, and I'm like, bro, it's nowhere near as Batman's. It just isn't. Because
I personally think maybe once in a while show an origin, but I personally think most of the fans already know. Like most of the hardcore fans already know the origin of every superhero.
dude, the general public.
Yeah.
Especially for Batman and Spider-Man and Superman. Come on, everyone knows that shit. If it's
You don't even have to be a comic book fan.
If it's a Doctor Strange movie, yeah, you got to show the origin story because that's a character that not a lot of people are familiar with. So they got to show it. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. So we get to see Batman's origin story again. Even though I was super pissed off at this origin story, I gotta admit this was they did do a really good job retelling it. I think, my opinion. Let's see what else. Also, I did laugh. I kind of laughed when. Does anybody remember when the kid Bruce Wayne, fell in that hole and Bats rose him up out of it?
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. As soon as I saw that, I went, "Oh no!" I went, "Oh no!" It's gonna be one of those movies. But then we get my favorite part of the entire film. To be honest, I loved seeing Bruce Wayne in Metropolis while Superman was fighting Zod in Man of Steel. That was awesome. I mean, Luis, stop breathing so heavily in the audio, please.
Sorry.
All right. If you want to breathe away from your mic. But anyway, okay. So can we all agree? So was everyone's favorite scene the beginning where you see Bruce Wayne traveling through Metropolis?
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Dude, that was such an awesome scene. As soon as I saw that scene, I'm like, whoa, maybe this movie's awesome. I just went, you know what? Maybe they're wrong. Like, this is an amazing opening. Maybe if they continue this, honestly, if they had done something like that throughout the entire rest of the movie, fuck, this movie would have been great. But honestly, that was like the one scene that I really loved, and everything else was kind of goes downhill from there. Okay, so now that we've talked about the good parts at the very beginning of the movie, let's talk about this clusterfuck of a plot, shall we? Oh my god. This story was awful. I mean, I knew this movie was going to be a jumbled mess because they tried to cram everything into one movie, but my god, this had horrible pacing. Like, we have one Superman scene, then we have one Batman scene, then we have another Superman scene. Let's throw in Wonder Woman. Oh, here's the trailer for the Justice League for some reason you need to see. Oh, here's Doomsday. Here's Lex Luthor. Oh my god. What happened? What was going on?
Zack Snyder happened.
Oh my god. But come on, guys. You can't. This movie was a jumbled mess. It just was. I mean,
There's way too much in there.
there was just too much going on. This felt like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where they tried to cram in everything into one movie. Instead of trying to make a good movie, they tried to cram a giant trailer for the rest of their cinematic universe. Which, by the way, Warner Brothers, we would have gladly have waited for individual films for every hero and then the Justice League. Now, it's, here's a bunch of heroes. Oh, you want to know who these people are? Oh, what about people that have never read a Wonder Woman comic? I don't know. Here's her powers. Let's just see her fight, even though we've never explained her abilities to people that don't read comics. Oh my god, what's that guy in the portal? I don't know. I knew what those were, but a lot of people in our theater was like, what is going on? And I'm like, exactly, that's the problem. Like, yes, as comic book fans, we know what these things are doing, what they are, but for the people that don't, like, how lost do you think these people were?
Pretty lost.
Like,
Yeah.
there was a ton of shit in here where I'm like, the nightmare sequences with Batman, like, what the fuck was that? Like, I know what it is, but in general, it's just, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, I'm serious, even though the dream sequences I feel like were really well shot and really well made, I hated them. Like, what was the purpose of those dream sequences?
I don't
know.
Honestly.
I mean, also, before we continue, also, am I the only one that's really upset that we're foreshadowing a Justice League movie that we've all been waiting for several years because of Batman's dream sequence?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really? Really? It's just, come on. Also, Inception happens in this movie. Batman has a dream about him being in the Mad Max universe, and Superman takes over. And by the way, I cannot believe they are foreshadowing the Injustice storyline already. Like, what the fuck? I mean, why? Why are we doing this storyline already? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, Luis, you are more familiar with Injustice than I am. I mean, what do you think of that? Them just jumping right into it.
I honestly think, I don't know. I mean, I didn't like it.
Me neither. But
I mean, why would they do it now? Why would they just jump and then Lois is the key? This is not Injustice Gods Among Us.
yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I would love an Injustice movie, but not now. I mean, we don't
More like
know-
later.
Yes, save it for...
In like 10, 20 years maybe.
Yeah, or 5 or something, but like, not 20, Jesus fuck.
Where technology is better.
Yeah. But like in general, like, why are we setting up this storyline already? Brandon, do you know what Injustice is?
No.
Okay, Injustice is a video game. It's set in an alternate DC continuity where Joker intoxicates Superman with like a fear toxin or something. Mm-hmm. So he sees Lois Lane who's pregnant with his child, by the way, and he thinks it's Doomsday because of the hallucination. He kills Lois Lane by accident. Then he kills Joker, declares martial law in the world, and he becomes a dictator. So that sounds cool, right?
Doesn't he like destroy Metropolis?
No, he doesn't destroy Metropolis. No, I think he rebuilds it, if I remember correctly. But like, and he recruits a bunch of superheroes like the Flash, Shazam, and all those characters. Like, doesn't Superman recruit most superheroes to join his cause?
He recruits Aquaman, the Wonder Woman as well. He basically recruits every single superhero, and they're all turned evil.
Right,
Like,
including
Green Lantern is Fear.
yeah, he gets the Yellow Lantern of Fear instead of the Green Lantern. So, yeah. Oh, it's a good story, but why are we doing it now? Or why are we foreshadowing it now? It's just so stupid. And maybe I would be fine with it if we got to know Superman more, but we don't. It's just, we've only had one movie with him. Like, okay, moving on from that. I'll talk about Superman in a minute. But, oh god. Also, okay, should we just talk about Superman right now? Or do you want to talk more about those dream sequences? Because okay. Well, Luis and I have given our opinions on the dream sequences. What did you think of them, Brandon? What did you think of the nightmare sequences with Batman?
Kind of hard. I'm gonna have to go back on my train of thought.
Well, what was your train of thought?
Personally, I think it could have gone without them, but at the same time,
It's just, why?
yeah.
Why are they? You know what would have been awesome?
But
If those were post-credit scenes, and then we were left wondering, what the fuck? Like, that would have been an amazing post-credit scene. I think we can all agree on that.
I hate post-credit scenes.
Why not? Why?
What's the point of them?
To foreshadow the next movie.
I really didn't think. I honestly didn't think they would do Injustice like that fast.
Yeah, I personally didn't even think we were going to do it already. It's just like, this is I don't know, like, this storyline, we just don't need it. We don't know who Superman is as a character. We're not attached to him. I mean, it's just so unnecessary. Also, okay, I know it was a dream sequence, but am I the only one that thought it was really weird seeing Batman using a fucking machine gun shooting people? I just went,
Yeah, that was weird.
I just went, oh my god. Okay, speaking of that, I'm not gonna lie. Ben Affleck was an amazing Batman. However, that's not Batman. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Batman doesn't really kill.
Batman doesn't kill. And here's the thing, I'm fine with Batman killing. I mean, he's done it in the other films, so, but here's the thing. Here's the reason why I'm not okay with Batman
Sorry
killing.
about that.
What?
My phone vibrated. I forgot to put on silent.
Oh, well, I didn't hear it, but yes, please put it on silent. But the point is that Batman killing people has always been done in the movies, okay? He did it in the Tim Burton film in 1989, he did it in the sequel, Batman Returns, and he's done it in pretty much every film. I believe except for... Did he kill anyone in The Dark Knight?
No.
He didn't?
He just took the fall of the Harvey Dent. He just took the fall.
Okay. And...
Although, I think he did. He did tackle Harvey Dent, didn't he?
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'm counting that as a kill. So...
And Harvey Dent fell to his death, so...
Yeah, but I count that. But he was the reason why he fell off, so I count that. So... And he did kill someone in The Dark Knight Rises, but he had to, otherwise the bomb would have gone off. So... Yeah, I'm fine with that. But... And, ironically, the only film where I don't think Batman killed anyone was Batman and Robin. That's funny. But, like... Here's my problem with this Batman killing, and it's, look, if they had done it right off the bat and just said, yeah, Batman kills people, okay, that would have been fine with me, and be like, okay, this is a Batman that's been worn down and torn down for years, and he's just had enough. But here's the problem. This is why he's such a fucking hypocrite, is because remember, he wants to take down Superman because Superman was causing destruction when he was fighting Zod in Metropolis while he was trying to save the world. Batman, you're a fucking hypocritical douche because you do the exact same fucking thing. Why is there a conflict between these two? I mean, it's just stupid. And then another thing is that, okay, guys, do you really have nothing to say about this movie? Or you just want to listen to me rant?
Listen to you rant.
Come on, Brandon. You saw the movie.
Yeah.
I saw the movie twice.
I know,
and
you went with me the
It
second
got
time.
worse the second time.
You told me you were in denial how bad it was the first time you watched it.
Yeah, but then it got worse.
He's like, because I asked him, I was like, so how'd you enjoy the movie? No spoilers, please. Oh, by the way, speaking of spoilers, remember that Doomsday trailer that came out and we were all complaining it pretty much showed the whole movie?
Yeah.
We were right.
It showed the whole movie.
It showed the whole
did.
movie. They fucking lied their asses off. They were like, oh no, that's only a glimpse of what you've seen. You haven't seen the whole thing. And I'm like, I know, but that was the whole movie. It was the whole fucking film, except for the end with the death of Superman. And by the way, we're in full spoiler mode at this point, so if you're still listening to this and you want to see the movie, which I don't think you should, but
Keep listening to it.
keep listening to it. And here's another thing. I want to talk about the Superman thing because the Superman stuff pissed me off so much. I was so mad. Luis could tell you how mad I was with the
Yeah,
Superman
Superman was a total bitch.
Like, why did they make Superman such a fucking pansy all of a sudden? Like, why? Like,
Yeah, that fight was so easy.
dude, that fight was so lame. Okay, let me go back to the Batman killing stuff, and then we'll rant about Superman. Okay.
Okay.
Batman killing is not a problem. Batman killing, the reason why he wants to take down Superman is because of the destruction of Metropolis. Okay, that makes sense. But that doesn't make sense as well because Batman kills people to save. And I know what you guys are going to say. I'm not saying you guys, I'm talking to the audience. You're probably going to be like, well, Batman kills criminals, whereas Superman killed innocents. First of all, Superman killed innocents by accident. He was trying to... When two godlike beings are fighting in the middle of a city, there's going to be a lot of destruction. That never bothered me in Man of Steel. I get why it bothered people, but for me personally, it never bothered me. Also, Zack Snyder fucking lied his ass off when he said we were going to see the destruction of Metropolis play a factor in this movie. It really didn't. Like, I thought those courtroom scenes that we saw was going to be about the people of Metropolis versus Superman in the court of law. That would have been so interesting, but no. We had to do that stupid subplot with the warlord from fucking Africa with a bullet that could be traced back to Lex Luthor. Good God, that was so stupid. Like,
Yeah, that was.
that was the, like, okay, and here's another problem. Is in the beginning, first of all, by the way, do you guys remember that cameraman they shot in the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, that was James Olsen.
Yeah, that was Jimmy Olsen. They just killed Jimmy Olsen right then and there. And you want to know why Zack Snyder said he did it?
Right.
He said it would be fun. I'm like, wow. You have a,
motherfucker.
that. Yeah, I thought it was really cool to shoot a important Superman character. Yeah, let's just shoot him for fun. The fuck is wrong with you, Zack Snyder? We'll get into that in a minute, because I found out some very interesting things about Mr. Snyder and why he should not be the director of any superhero film. But the point is, that was really stupid. Also, don't tell me that Superman didn't kill that African warlord to save Lois Lane.
I'm pretty sure he did.
But that's another problem, is that, did Zack Snyder watch his own movie? Because does anyone remember when Superman snapped General Zod's neck?
Yeah.
Well, I interpret that as that was when Superman took a life, and after that he would never vow to kill. Oh, fuck that. You didn't have to slam the warlord through a bunch of walls. I'm pretty sure that guy's dead. You could have freeze-breathed the gun. You could have used your super speed to grab the guy, then save Lois. Oh, you could have used the heat vision to melt the gun. Why? Why? Just, what the fuck? It just, I don't know, like, what do you guys think? It's just like, I feel like Superman regressed as a character, and, like, what happened? Like, he didn't change at all. It's just, what the fuck were they thinking?
I know.
I have no idea.
Also, that bathtub scene with Superman and Lois Lane was the most awkward thing I've seen in a movie theater in a long time. Can we all agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was just like, what are we doing here? I just went like, look, Amy Adams is a very attractive woman, but what the fuck? I was just like, Zach, you are such a fucking dude, bro. Like, oh my god. It's just like, did we really have that scene just because? Like, it's just, what the fuck were they thinking? It's just like,
Yeah.
Also, we're getting a rated R version on DVD, on Blu-ray. Although there are rumors going around they're gonna re-release this movie, the R-rated version. I'm like, come on, just no. I'm not gonna go
That
see
nude scene of Amy Adams.
Yeah, completely nude, rated R. Fucking perverts. But anyway, but
The one thing I didn't, the fight between Batman and Superman, when Batman was just punching him on that wall, and then stops punching, it stops like the punching. That would have been easier of a heat vision right there.
but he was weakened by kryptonite. Yes, that's another thing. Is that Superman? Okay, can we all agree the fight between Batman and Superman was so fucking lame?
Lame. Yeah.
It was lame. It's just Superman didn't use any of his powers. None.
No heat vision.
No heat vision.
Cold breath.
No super speed. No. He only used flight, super strength.
Yeah.
That's it. I just
Make
went.
him look like the Hulk.
Pretty much. He was the Hulk. I just went like, oh my god. And I'm never going to hear it now. I'm never going to hear the end of it now. These fucking fanboys who don't read comic books are going to be like, oh, well, Batman's always going to defeat Superman because of the movie. I'm like, oh my god, you are so stupid.
Read a comic, Superman literally annihilated Batman.
Yeah, I'm not even lying. Like, literally, there was one fight
Turned
between them
him
that
into
lasted.
ash.
Yeah, there was one fight between Batman and Superman. He had Batman was holding kryptonite in his hand, so Superman just blew it out of his hand with the super breath, and then he picked up Batman and dropped him off and knocked him out. Don't give me that bullshit that Batman can defeat Superman. Is it possible? Sure, if Superman's holding back like he clearly did, but in general, fuck no. That ain't possible. Just why? And then Martha. Oh my god. What the fuck were they thinking with that? Okay, Brandon, did you laugh at that scene? I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
I just went, he's like, you've got to save Martha. And I'm like, oh my god.
Just stab him with a kryptonite
No,
spear
please.
and just kill him already.
No, Luis, no. It's not time.
I know.
But just look, okay. I get what they were trying to do. They were gonna have Superman and Batman relate to each other, and like Batman thought he was. Let's face it, Batman was racist towards Superman because he was an alien. Let's be real here. So it was kind of interesting. I thought the idea with the whole Martha thing made sense. It's like, oh, that triggered that Superman is a human. He has things he loses. He has people he loves and stuff like that. And I think that's what connected back with Batman. I think that's what they were trying to do. But I'm sorry, the way they did it was so laughably bad. I just went, he's like, instead of Superman saying, you've got to save my mom. And just like, or, it's just, what the hell? It's just, and then also I love how they're best friends after they figure out their mom has the same name. Like, fucking really?
Hi there. I'm a friend of your son. It's like, what the hell?
They just tried to kill your son like 8 minutes ago. Now they're best friends. So, and then,
God, it was just
what the fuck?
so horrible.
It's just, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon, what did you think of that?
Just no.
Don't want to
Honestly, just no.
I don't want to hog the spotlight from you because me and
Yeah.
Luis have been talking more than you. What do you, give more of your thoughts, and it could be anything. Like we're just gonna rant in general.
Honestly, It was so bad. I've got really almost nothing to say. It was just terrible.
It was okay. Is there anything you liked?
The fight between Batman and those Russians.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that was awesome.
Dude, that was Batman. Like, with the exception of killing people, that was Batman.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Also, I'm not gonna lie, even though it was really CGI heavy, the Doomsday fight at the end was kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't perfect, though. Oh, God, I got a few things to say about that as well. Okay, is there anything else you liked, Brandon? Come on, Ben Affleck was pretty good as Batman.
He was.
Yeah. I would have preferred if he was more comic book Batman, but you know. Also, can I say that Batman is not only a murderer, he's a fucking idiot. Like, world's greatest detective couldn't figure out what white Portuguese was. Are you serious? I figured out what white Portuguese was before that. Hey, Batman. So I'm like, huh, Russians on the dock, white Portuguese. Maybe it's the name of fish. I'm not even lying. I literally thought of that, and I'm like, yep, fucking knew it. I figured that out way before Batman did. The world's greatest detective, ladies and gentlemen. Also, all he had to do was investigate Superman and figure out if he was a good guy or a bad guy. That's it. That's all he had to fucking do. Like, but no. And then, fucking gay. Also, could someone please tell me why Superman wanted to take down Batman?
Oh yeah, because Lex had Superman's mother.
No, he wanted to take him down before that, remember?
Yeah.
Why did he want to take him out then?
I don't know.
We don't know. Was it the branding?
It probably was.
But that's a stupid reason for Superman to go after Batman. What they should have done is they should have had Superman seeing they should have seen Superman seeing another superhero who goes around killing people, and that's why Superman wants to stop him. That's all he had to do. That's all you had to do. But no, you had to do the stupid branding thing, and you had to do the stupid. It's just, why are these two fighting? Why? Just
because the stupid ass fans commands it.
Dude, that fight, come on, that is like the stupidest fight ever. Give me my Flash versus Superman film. I'm telling you, much rather would have seen that. Alright.
Yeah, me too.
Also, okay. Alright. So, another thing. God damn, Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Jesse Eisenberg was the best Riddler I've ever seen. Like, I was literally watching this. I went, you know what? Jesse Eisenberg would have made for a great Riddler. But no. Also, does anybody want to know why he was the Lex Luthor in this movie?
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Apparently, they wanted Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor. Which would have been amazing. Oh my god. But no. But they couldn't get him. So, and they had Jesse Eisenberg casted for Jimmy Olsen. They casted Jesse Eisenberg as James Olsen. And because they didn't get Bryan Cranston, instead of trying to find someone else, like, I don't know, Michael Rosenbaum, the guy who played him in Smallville? I don't know.
For 11 years?
For someone else. They decide, you know what? We're just going to have Jesse Eisenberg play Lex Luthor. And then I love the damage control they did. They're like, oh, he's not Lex Luthor. He's Lex Luthor Jr. I'm like, you fucking idiots. Like, that is not... Look, can we all agree that was just damage control?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. This wasn't Lex Luthor, and I've heard the arguments about the few people that did like this movie. that well, it's a different version of Lex Luthor, and it's fine. I'm like, motherfucker, we have been getting different versions of these characters for years. Can we please, just for fucking once, before I die, can I get my comic book characters brought onto life? Please. Not your stupid bullshit made-up versions. I mean, I can't be the only one that feels that. I mean...
You're not.
I mean, God fucking damn it. Just stop trying to change these characters. We already love them. There's no need to change them.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? What?
What?
I thought Brandon was like Sean, and I'm like, what? You want to say something?
You wanna die?
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Did you cut yourself from all this superhero drama?
Nah. Nah.
Okay.
They can, okay, no offense, guys. They can fuck up the movies all I want. Don't you dare touch my comic books. These fucking idiots with their stupid, this is my version. No, this is my version. Yeah, well, stuff it. I don't need your version. But anyway, I don't know, Jesse. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys an interesting question. If Jesse Eisenberg wasn't Lex Luthor, would you have liked his performance?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if he was the Riddler, he would have been amazing. And there was a time where Zack Snyder did say, originally in this movie, we had Riddler and Joker in this movie. I honestly think they made Jesse Eisenberg be Lex Luthor and just say their lines. I really feel that way. Like, it's just, what the fuck? Also, okay. Can we all admit... Now, okay, I'm going to ask you guys these questions. So I've been feeling like I've been hogging the spotlight for a while. What did you think of Lois Lane and Clark Kent?
Bunch of whiners.
Yeah.
What did you not like about them?
Huh.
First off, they had no chemistry.
Yeah.
They had no chemistry. I've seen more chemistry from Olicity than I have seen from these two. I said it. And I just don't... Like, they made Lois Lane a fucking idiot. Like, what were they thinking with this character? Like, I almost feel like that stupid bullet plot line was specifically because they were like, well, we gotta have Lex Luthor. We gotta have Lois Lane in here. And I feel like they just wasted her. Like, I know we gotta have her in the movie because Superman, but just, ugh. They just didn't give her anything to do. I mean, literally, her plot, I think you could have erased her plot point altogether, and the movie would have been better for it. I mean, what do you guys think?
I agree.
It's just, ugh. What the fuck? Also, am I the only one that's really bothered that Superman can save Lois Lane wherever she is, but he can't figure out that his mom is in danger? Like, come on. Like, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, just, what were they thinking? It's just like, so, it doesn't matter. Lois Lane can be in freaking Antarctica and fall from a ledge, and Superman will be the catch there. But across the street, Martha Kent gets kidnapped, and Superman has no idea. Also, that mom hostage situation was the stupidest thing ever, because literally, how long did Lex Luthor give the time for Superman to fight Batman?
1 hour. Basically like 37 minutes.
Superman has X-ray vision and super speed. You really mean to tell me he couldn't use his powers to find his mom and then save her? Like,
Yeah.
for real? Like, god damn it. Just so many plot holes. Just, ugh. And then, also, we need to... What was your least favorite thing about this movie?
Besides everything?
Yeah, besides everything.
For me, it was the fight.
Okay. Why was the fight disappointing for you? I know we went over it, but I felt like, once again, I was talking over it.
Just I know like Superman was trying to hold back, but just in general.
What he should have done is he should have ripped that armor off and go, "Hey, bitch, listen."
Yeah.
That's all he had to do. But no. Of course,
Instead
Batman.
instead they made Superman look like a pussy.
Yeah. Superman, a guy who fights gods on a regular basis in his comics, loses to a guy who has a hard time beating a fucking clown. Way to go, Warner Brothers. I fucking knew Batman was gonna win because why? Because he's more popular right now. But so that was your least favorite thing. Okay.
Yeah, and honestly, it should not have been called
Batman v
I
Superman.
think it should be called Batman v Superman.
It should have been called Dawn of Justice.
This is a freaking waste of time.
It should have been called. It should have just been called Dawn of Justice.
Fucking waste of time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Luis, what was your least favorite thing about this movie?
Oh, how about when Jesse Eisenberg like pretty much labeled all the other Justice League members?
Oh my god, that was so stupid. He gave them their logos. He gave them their names. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor literally made costumes for these people. At this point, like
He probably did.
I'm like, oh my god, like this is Warner Brothers. They think we're fucking idiots. People, we know who Wonder Woman is. How long have we been saying we want a Wonder Woman movie?
70 years. I mean, since 1970.
Yeah, pretty much. When was everyone? People have been wanting a Flash movie. People want a good Green Lantern movie, and we want like Marvel took Iron Man, a character a lot of people didn't know about, and made him a fucking household name because of his movie. They took a risk. Warner Brothers, we know who the Flash is. It's just I can't believe they think we're that fucking dense. Like good God. Oh, okay. Was that your least favorite thing, Luis?
What else is my least favorite thing besides the fight?
Honestly,
How about when Superman grabbed the kryptonite spear and literally tried to fly all the way to Doomsday? Why not Wonder Woman could have done that?
Why couldn't Wonder Woman throw the spear? Why couldn't Batman throw the fucking spear? Just fuck. Just what were the? Ugh. Here's Wonder Woman. We see her wielding a sword and shield. Oh, I don't think she can lift the spear and throw it. Are you kidding me?
He's almost Superman.
I mean,
I think.
she's almost as strong as Superman, and she's a better fighter than him. Yeah, she can handle Doomsday with a fucking spear.
Yeah.
Just, oh my god. It just, also, the death of Superman. Why?
Was really stupid.
Why are we adapting that story in the second goddamn movie? Why? We should have saved it for a sequel, a Man of Steel 2, Man of Steel 3, maybe even Justice League. But no, we fucking did it in the second movie. Why? First of all, we didn't need Doomsday in this movie at all.
That's true.
I think we can all agree, Doomsday not needed.
Yeah.
What they should have done is they should have had either Metallo, or they should have had
Bizarro.
Bizarro. I thought they were gonna use Bizarro, but no, they did Doomsday. Or Lex Luthor's power suit. How awesome would that have been?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that would have definitely been awesome.
That would have been amazing. But no, we used Doomsday, a villain we could easily use in an entirely different movie. But no. Why? Just the death of Superman should have been its own movie. I'm sorry. It just should have been. Like, even when I was enjoying the fight, I was like, you know what? This should have been its own movie. Like, there's no need for it here. I mean, God almighty.
It should have been a lot of things.
Okay, I feel like there are 4 movies wrapped up in this. I feel like there's a Man of Steel
Yep.
2. There's a Batman solo film. There's the death of Superman. There's Batman versus Superman. And it's just, what were they thinking? Like, couldn't we have gotten... I would have been willing to wait for a Justice League movie in 2020. We didn't
Yeah.
need... I mean, I would have waited a few more years. I'm fine with that. But no. No, we need it right away, because we want that Avengers money. Fucking idiots. God. Okay, so Luis, is that your definitive least favorite thing?
Not even done. Let's
Okay.
see what else. Oh yeah, how I didn't like when the bomb pretty much destroyed the whole entire Capitol building and Superman did nothing.
Thank you. Okay, Luis, do you mind if I intercept what was my least favorite thing about this movie?
Go ahead.
Superman. Just...
Yep.
Oh my God. I am a huge Superman fan. I love Superman. And I really thought that with Man of Steel, when I saw Man of Steel, I'm like, you know what? This is a fine...
Things will get better.
Things will get better. Like, I liked what they did with his character. I liked how they handled his first adventure on Earth. I went, you know what? If they had fixed the movie a bit, it would have been the best Superman film ever, I think. But, no. They fucking shat on Man of Steel. What Man of Steel had, they shat on it and said, okay, we're just going to keep that same character. He literally, I'm not even lying, that knapsack thing where he's traveling around the world trying to find himself, he did the exact same thing in Man of Steel. With that, did you see Man of Steel, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, that scene with his ghost dad or whatever was so stupid. Like, what was that?
Oh, see from Smallville.
Luis, I don't care if it's from Smallville. It's still fucking stupid.
I know.
I mean... Also, I wanted to walk out after that courtroom scene. By the way, I was super looking forward. I was really excited for that scene. Like, when I saw that, I went, oh, this is it. We're gonna see Superman take his stand on humanity. He's gonna say why he's a superhero, what he's trying to do, and how he's a member of society just like everyone else. And no. like, oh, we can't have Superman talk about what... We can't have Superman defending himself. No, that's stupid. We can't have Superman defending himself. Let's have people bitch about him, and let's not have him defend that he's all for justice, truth, and the American way. Nah, fuck that. Let's just blow them all up. But, I mean, who cares what Superman thinks, right, guys? And also, oh my God. This scene that...
What about that email?
No, Luis, I'm not done yet. I've got a lot more to say.
Okay. Got it.
The scene that pissed me off so much, and I literally wanted to walk out of the movie theater when I saw this movie, was when Superman, after the courtroom, instead of trying to bring out the fire, trying to save people, as many people as he can, you know, like Superman would do,
He runs away.
he runs away to Lois and says, why am I even a superhero? No one likes me. I just went, oh my God. Zack Snyder, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know anything about Superman. Remember what I said earlier in the podcast? So I'm like, remember that scene between Cat Grant and Supergirl?
Mm-hmm.
Superman is a symbol of hope. And the fact of the matter is, you're saying that he wants to just give up on humanity because they don't all like him. You don't know anything about the character. You don't care about the character. You don't give a shit, Zack Snyder. You don't give a shit, David Goyer, who wrote this film. And by the way, David Goyer's gone on record saying he hates comic book fans. So why are you writing comic book movies if you hate us so much?
Mm-hmm.
You fucking idiot. It's just that Superman was such an insult for me. I was so mad. I wanted to walk out. I literally thought about asking you guys, do you want to leave? We should have left. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick through this movie. Maybe they'll fix it. No, they didn't. And God Almighty, just fucking A. What were they thinking with Superman? They fucked him up so hard. Remember when he was saving people?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not complaining about him saving people. Remember how sad he looked about it? Like, he's like, why am I even helping you people? Like, Zack Snyder somehow took Superman saving people and making it look depressing. Like, what the hell? Like, I can't be the only one that went, oh my god. Like, they make it look like Superman don't give a shit about these people. Like, just what the flying fuck were they doing? Just, ugh. Good God. I don't, I mean, what did you guys think of Superman in this movie? I mean, good God. What?
I mean, to Barry Allen.
What about Barry Allen?
What was?
I can barely understand you. Brandon, can you understand him?
I heard Barry Allen.
That's all I heard.
Superman acted.
Superman acted like Barry Allen?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, himself more than he cared about anyone else.
Yeah. Fucking Superman. Just, you know, symbol of hope. The superhero. The man who created superheroes. Is... I just don't... God damn it. I'm not hating Henry Cavill as Superman. No. I think he did the best he could do with what he had. Just my fucking God. It's just... This movie just shat on Superman, and I knew they were going to do it. I just went, yeah, they're going to make Batman look amazing, and they're going to have Superman look like shit. That's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I just went, way to go. I knew you were going to do this, because you don't care. You don't care. As far as I'm concerned, Warner Brothers would love to make 55,000 more Batman movies, and screw the rest of the Justice League over. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, way to go. Brandon, what did you think of Superman in this?
No, he was a pussy.
Yeah. Do you want to elaborate more than that?
He was a cunt.
Come on, Brandon. You don't have an actual criticism?
He sucked.
Why does he suck?
He's an idiot.
They're all idiots in this movie. So, I don't know. All right.
Yeah,
This... I almost want to... I just can't believe what they did with Superman. Such an insult to such an insult to the character.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Just... You know... It just saddens me. Like, even if the rest of the film was great, the fact they did this to Superman makes me hate this movie even more. I just cannot tolerate what they did. I can't. I can't look past it. I will say this, though. Wonder Woman was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
give
she
it...
was.
Yeah, she was like... The only time in the movie theater when people were getting excited was when Wonder Woman showed up.
And that was like at the very end.
I know, and I'm like, my God, Warner Brothers, this is what I've been trying to say. We're tired of seeing Batman and Superman in the movies together. Oh, but this time they're in the movie together. Like, no one cares. Like, go up to anybody on the street. Like, I remember seeing a commercial for this out somewhere, and someone went, oh my God, another Batman movie? Literally, someone said that. I'm like, yep, I knew it. I knew it. For some reason, Warner Brothers thinks we just want more Batman, we want more Superman, and then we don't want anything new. No,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, I want something new.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, Ant-Man got a movie before Wonder Woman did. Like, that should not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Just... Oh, fuck this movie. It's just a bad movie. Like, I'm sorry for anyone out there that's listening to this that enjoyed this movie, but I hated it. I don't see myself watching it anytime soon again. It's just not good. I'm sorry. It's just a bad film. I have even more to rant about. The story was dumb. The characters were idiots. The action was cool, I guess, but even then, the fight between Batman and Superman was so fucking lame.
Yeah.
It's called Batman versus Superman, and yet that fight is 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like, are
That's
you
my
serious?
biggest complaint.
Yeah, it's just what the hell were they thinking? It's just, this should not have been called Batman v Superman. This should have been. It should have been called either Dawn of Justice or Man of Steel 2. But no, Jesse Eisenberg was the best Riddler I've ever seen, but as Lex Luthor, he was god awful. Oh, before we continue with my list of complaints, I thought the whole Lex Luthor getting control of that Kryptonian ship was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, oh, you're not General Zod, and then they're like, oh, well, are you gonna oppose me? He's like, no. I'm like, what? Like, that was so. Also, how does a jacuzzi turn General Zod into Doomsday?
I know, right?
Like,
Yeah.
it's just, this movie was a mess, and God Almighty, 3 fucking years when this movie was announced. It's just not a good movie. I'm sorry. Like, whether you're a comic book fan, if you're a comic book fan, you're probably gonna get even more pissed off because they fuck over these characters so much. And if you're a general audience fan, you're not gonna know what's going on. Like if you've never read any of the comics, like, you're gonna be so lost with all the dark side things and the Flashpoint reference and the Injustice reference and all that shit. You would have been lost. But in general, also, Superman's not dead. He's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Which, one, what was the point of it to begin with if you just brought him right back? And two, I am glad he's coming back because you can't have the Justice League without Superman. You can't. I mean, it's just a bad film. Back to my complaints. Batman was a murderer, and they didn't really justify it. I mean, okay, maybe I could buy the whole, oh, Batman kills people because after he lost Robin, he just gave up. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But you didn't explain it. Also, how did Lex Luthor know Bruce Wayne was Batman?
I think he's always known.
They don't explain it.
Yeah.
How does he know Clark Kent is Superman? Exactly.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Me neither.
It's. Ugh. Also, Luis, I know you sent me that thing. It's like, there was a 4-hour version of this movie. I'm like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, fuck that. I didn't even enjoy the 2 hours and 30 minutes I watched this movie. I'm not sitting there for another hour. It's just. God, this movie was so disappointing. And you know what the worst thing about it is? Zack Snyder's making Justice League. God. Fuck. What, Luis?
Maybe we should just give. Do you think we should just give up on Warner Brothers making these superhero movies?
What Warner Brothers needs to do, they need to do what Disney does. And I'm not... Okay, also, before we address that, every time criticism is brought up for this film, the DC fanboys always say, well, you're just a bunch of Marvel fanboys, and because this wasn't Marvel, you hated this movie. I'm like, hell no. Hell no. I wanted this movie to be good. I really wanted this movie to be good. I love DC. I love their characters. I love their comics. I love their shows, except Arrow right now.
Yeah.
And like, I've wanted a DC cinematic universe for a very long time. So, believe me, if this movie was great, I would have been praising it to the moon higher than almost anyone. But it just isn't. It's just not good. And yes, I do prefer Marvel over DC, but I still love DC. So do not let that cloud your judgment. I still did not like this movie at all. Okay, back to what I was saying. Warner Brothers needs to just give up on making superhero films. What they need to do is they need to do what Disney does. They need to make a sub-studio like Marvel. Disney has Marvel Studios, a studio dedicated to making Marvel movies. Warner Brothers needs to get a DC Studios, have Jeff Johns replace Zack Snyder as producer, and have the comic people who work on the comic books work on the movies.
Greg and Andrew.
I don't know. Andrew Kreisberg tried to turn Green Arrow the comic into Green Arrow, the show based off Arrow. Which, God no. DC
okay, so
comic...
just Andrew?
No, Andrew did try that when he wrote Green Arrow for one story arc. He tried to make it into Arrow the show.
I mean Greg.
Wasn't he involved in that crappy Green Lantern movie?
He probably was.
Or was that Guggenheim? I think it's both.
I know Guggenheim was because you told me.
I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure he is, though.
You told me last week that Guggenheim was involved.
Yeah. Point is that we need Jeff Johns, the creative producer of DC Comics, to monitor these movies. He monitors the Flash TV show, and look how good that is. You should be doing the exact same thing for the movies. And we just need to get directors that are fans of the characters, that just want to take these characters for what they are and put them on screen. Stop trying to change them, please. And then we just need to get the comic book writers to make the movies. We just do. Hold on. Yes? Okay, thank you. Anyway, alright, so wrapping up, that's what they need to do. That's not what they won't do. But in general, Brandon, yeah, I'm not gonna give up yet. We have Suicide Squad, which Zack Snyder has nothing to do with. And we have the solo films, which again, Zack Snyder has nothing to do with. So I'm still holding out for the solo films, but I think the Justice League movie is gonna suck. And this time, if I hear it's terrible, I'm not going. I'll watch the Justice League cartoon. Anyway, what about you, Brandon?
Same.
I'm not gonna accept shitty films. I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna give you my money because you have my favorite characters on screen. Fuck you. What about you, Luis?
Me neither. Honestly, I'm not gonna watch Justice League.
Unless it's good.
I'd rather watch Infinity War.
Yep, I'm there for Infinity War. Or Civil War. By the way, Civil War reviews are coming in. It's fucking amazing. And I went, yep, I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. But anyway, I've complained so much. I don't like the entire film. The only thing I liked was Ben Affleck as Batman/Bruce Wayne. Even though he kills people when he kind of was out of the Batman character, the performance was amazing. Wonder Woman was awesome. The action was pretty good. Not amazing, but it was good. And that's about it. Everything else, I didn't like. What about you guys?
I think I said enough.
Yeah.
You've kind of complained. Basically, alright. It's not going to happen, but let's say it anyway. Do we want Warner Brothers to reboot again?
As Rebirth?
Dude, we're getting that in the comics.
I know.
But do we want them to do that for the movies?
I think they should.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. We have had a bunch of attempts to form one. Just change what you're doing. You need to just go in a different direction. You don't have to reboot, but you need to go in a different direction for the rest of these movies. That's my opinion. I don't know. Someone's getting fired. So, I don't know. I just can't believe this movie was approved. I really just can't believe they spent $250 million on this. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's continue without me.
This movie really did. Wow.
Yeah.
God, it was so horrible.
It was.
Why, Zach? Why?
Did you guys really
I
not
think
continue
Zack.
without me?
I think Zack Snyder should be fired.
Fuck yeah.
Not gonna be harsh, but I just think Zach should be dead.
Alright, that's too much.
Okay, that's harsh.
Luis, come on.
I
mean, he's probably.
I think you should join Guggenheim and write soap operas.
You know what? Here's what I think. Let me explain to you why Zack Snyder is a terrible choice. Not just because of the directing. Zack Snyder believes in the beliefs of Atlas Shrugged. For those of you that don't know what Atlas Shrugged is basically the mentality is a book that basically defines that the only reason why you help someone is because they will owe you something in return, not because it's the right thing to do. Zack Snyder has admitted that this is his personal belief system. And it's quite obvious that that mentality is used in these movies. Like, remember when Martha Kent said, "You don't owe this world a thing"? That is Atlas Shrugged. I mean, just why? Just, what do you guys think of that? I mean,
Yeah.
I could not believe that when I heard that. Just went like, oh my god, you put your own political viewpoint in these fucking films. I'm probably not going to go see Justice League. Unless I hear good things, I probably won't be. But unless I hear good things, I'm not going. I mean, this is just so disappointing. I don't think we should reboot because just go in a different direction, get a new director, get new writers, keep the cast, and just go forward and just pretend like this never happened.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. That's my opinion. Overall, my letter grading for Batman v Superman is a fucking D-. Again, I only enjoyed 3 things about this film, and everything else I just did not like.
I enjoyed Alfred.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Irons' Alfred was awesome. Put him on the list. Alright. It's just a disappointing film. Very disappointing. Overall. Alright. You guys want to say your final thoughts?
I think I honestly F+ for me.
Ooh.
The good really does not outweigh the bad at all.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't enough.
I agree. What about you, Luis?
Oh, what letter grade I can put this? What's lower than F?
There is no lower than F.
Z for 0.
Come on, Luis. There were some good things about this movie.
Of course, there's the fight, Batman. How about the Batmobile? That was cool. And
Okay.
the Batwing.
Okay, the Batman stuff was cool. But, you know, and Wonder Woman was good.
Hello?
Luis, are you there?
Yeah.
Are you trying to think?
Yeah.
I just gave it a D-.
Yeah, D- is good.
Mm-hmm. It's just bad. In general, probably gonna get some people going, "Oh, you're Marvel fanboys. Fuck you." No. Believe me, no one wanted this movie to be better than us. It just sucked. And we really wish it was better, but there's nothing we can do about it. Overall, let's just hope the rest is good. Because this movie certainly wasn't. Alright, you guys want to say your final thoughts? About anything?
I don't know.
No, that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
Alright,
Warner Brothers fires Zack Snyder.
please. Alright, do you guys want to say goodbye to our audience?
Bye, guys.
Later. Don't watch it. Don't watch the movie.
Just don't.
Is that it?
Save your.
Yep.
What is it?
Save your
I'm-
money. Go see
I always-
Captain America Civil War.
I only spent $5 seeing this movie actually. So.
Lucky bastard.
Well, the movie theaters by my house have like these like. Okay, Bella Terra, the movie theater down by my house.
Can you tell me this after we're done?
Yeah, I could do this.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to say about the episodes or the movie?
Watch the episodes, don't watch the movie.
Alright. Alright. And that is it. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Classic Podcast. Sorry we didn't get to make it live once again, but we had so many problems. And in general, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you guys for the next episode. Bye-bye.